How did you feel your two guys did for their first start together?
I think they were okay. Still a lot of meat left on the bone that we could have gotten to. It was like I thought the game was going to be in terms of the physicality of it. They challenged us on the perimeter in terms of tackling and being physical out there. I thought we did an adequate job, but we still need to make an improvement, especially with our eyes and being 100% with our alignments and where we need to be. But for the first game, I thought we did an adequate job of getting prepared in camp, but still a lot of learning and a long way to go.
How important is it this week to get Lamont and some of those other guys game reps?
Absolutely.
Because the way the game, I mean, there was only, 50 plays or whatever. There wasn't really an opportunity to sub guys.
Right. That's going to be a priority for me is depending on how the game goes, is getting some of those other guys some reps so they can get the game reps. Got a lot of talent, I believe, at the corner position, and a lot of guys hungry to get out there and show what they can do. But we'll see how the rotation goes this Saturday, and hopefully they'll get their chance and have a chance to step up and make a contribution to the team.
They had a receiver that had 8 receptions last week. Do you take that into account, or you just play your game and run your schemes and do what you're supposed to do?
Right, just focus on what we are at Georgia Tech and make sure our eyes are in the right place. The receiver who caught all the passes, he was the second leading receiver last year. 84 was his leading receiver, and he caught 3 balls. But regardless who lines up out there, we got our job to do, eyes in the right place. Whatever route they run, we need to cover them, whether they're getting the ball or not.
How important is it this week, the communication aspect? Because you're going to face some tempo, and I imagine, it's very different than what kind of the plodding offense you guys faced last week.
Right.
It's going to be much more.
It's going to be more fast-paced, but regardless who you playing or whether they're tempo or not, communication is paramount. Getting all 11 guys on the same page, communication from the sideline, getting it from all the way from the near corner to the far corner, and making sure that everybody's on the same page. Any adjustments or anything that we need to make. But when it does go at a faster pace, it's paramount to get it communicated, get everybody on the same page, and playing fast.
What kind of things do you do to drill-wise to get players to put their eyes in the right place?
Watch the film and just look at them on the opposite side of the ball, and if their eyes are in the right place, then get them corrected. I had some mistakes today and need to continue to harp on them. If the eyes are in the right place, it's a simple game. But as soon as you start to try to see too much and do somebody else's job, that's where we get ourselves in trouble.
Is it usually they're looking at the ball or
the ball?
Yeah.
The ball. You run some practices or a game without a ball, and you'd be amazed at where their eyes will be in the right place. Yeah.
Is that something you lose sometimes? Like they'll do a drill without a ball, or?
You can, but I mean they know they need to be looking at their keys and their reads and stuff like that. Yeah.
It seems like there may have been just a little bit of a hangover effect from last year with some of the guys, and that they got more confident kind of as the game went on, particularly in the secondary. Do you feel like that's sort of, they kind of got, I guess, they're in their mojo or whatever?
Yeah, no, I know what you're trying to say. It did feel good towards the end of the game to gain some confidence and, for lack of a better term, get our swag back. And the guys started, as the game went on, getting more confidence, say, hey, 2014, when we were in tight battles, we won these ball games. And I thought as the game went on, he said, hey, let's be Georgia Tech of 2014.
You were the kickoff team, is that right?
Correct.
And Coach Johnson was saying a little bit about just the discussion that went on the last kickoff, the kickoff that Harrison took, about, Chewy's got to kick or not. And can you kind of talk to us about just kind of your perspective on it and just, what it was Harrison?
Well, like I said last time, it's going to be my job, in charge of the kickoff team, not to mess Harrison up.
All right.
He does a great job, and he consistently puts it in the end zone. We did have some elements. We had not too much with him, but we had some elements. And, going by the book, what the book says in the black and white, you want to sky kick it and force him to catch it, keep it away from their best return man so you can maximize coverage. That's what the book says. We've got Harrison Butker.
Right.
He can put it in the end zone. So Coach told me to make sure he kicks it deep in the end zone. Harrison did just that. So not too hard. Not too hard.
Anything else for Coach Speed?